Am I the whole for making my brother cry and refusing family therapy? I, 17, live in a household where being the older brother has never meant being respected or appreciated. It's just meant being expected to tolerate everything. My younger brother, 14, has always been coddled and protected by our parents, to the point where it's honestly made me resent all three of them. This isn't a case of he's younger, cut him some slack. This is a long-standing pattern of him doing objectively awful things and facing zero consequences, while I was expected to be the bigger person every single time. It started early. When we were younger, around 7 and 10, our grandparents gave me a gaming console for Christmas. It was a huge deal to me because it was something I really wanted, and they saved up for it. My brother didn't get one. Not because of any injustice, but because he hadn't even asked for one. He had a different wish list entirely. Still, when I opened my gift, you could see the jealousy on his face. He ended up breaking the console 2 days later, out of pure spite. My grandparents were livid, but my parents refused to replace it. Their response? You two need to learn to share. Never mind that it wasn't his in the first place. Never mind that I had literally done nothing wrong. Then there were the birthday cupcakes. My best friend and his dad spent an entire day baking a batch of custom cupcakes for my birthday, and they were amazing. I was told to wait until the weekend to have them, since we were having family over then. I followed the rules. My brother didn't. He ate every single one before I could have even one. He was 10. I was 13. And once again, nothing. No scolding. No apology. It's just cupcakes, let it go. This kind of thing never stopped. First day of high school, I had a set of cool new school supplies I picked out myself. Nothing flashy, just functional and in a style I liked. I'd been excited to start fresh. The night before school, I found out my brother had gone through my stuff and taken nearly all of it. His reason? They looked cooler. My parents told me to be mature and let him keep them. I went to school with nothing and got chewed out by my teachers all week. It was humiliating. My parents didn't replace them until the end of the week. The list goes on, including the time he destroyed an entire school project I had finished after weeks of work, just because he thought it looked fun to play with. They've always tried to play this off like sibling rivalry, but it isn't. It's just him being a brat, and me being forced to roll over because you're older, be the bigger person. Now here's the real tipping point. Every year, my brother gets to go to whatever summer camp he wants. I always get told mine are too expensive, even though his camps often cost more. So last year, I asked if I saved up every single cent myself, would I be allowed to go to the camp I wanted this year? My parents said yes, but only if I covered the full cost on my own. So I got a job. I took on every extra shift I could. I worked through weekends, through school breaks, everything. I was so proud when I hit my savings goal. For once, I felt like I had earned something for myself, something no one could take away from me. But I was wrong. My brother stole the money. He somehow got into my parents' room, where I had kept it hidden with their knowledge, and spent it all on God knows what. Games, clothes, junk. He just blew it. My parents' reaction? Anger at me. For losing my temper. For blowing up. Not one word of real consequence for him. And definitely no offer to replace the money, so I could go to camp. They just said, he's young, he didn't know better. You need to calm down. So I lost it. I completely, utterly lost it. I told all three of them, to their faces, that they were terrible parents and I was done with this family. I looked my brother in the eye and told him he was a selfish little shit and that I wasn't his brother anymore. That I hated him. That I wished he'd never been born. I said every ugly, bottled-up thing I had wanted to scream for years. And then I shut down. Since then, I've refused to talk to any of them. I go to school. I go to work. I spend time at my best friend's house. His family practically treats me better than mine ever has. At home, I avoid them. I don't eat with them. I don't respond. I barely acknowledge they exist. At first, they brushed it off like a phase. He'll get over it. But I didn't. And now it's starting to sink in that I won't. My brother cried the other day. Sobbed, actually. Said he was sorry. Said he missed me. Said he didn't want me to hate him. I didn't even look at him. I got up and walked out of the room. That's when my parents lost it. They asked me if I was proud, if I liked making him cry. They said I was being cruel. That the silent treatment was abusive. That I was hurting the family. That we should all go to therapy. And I finally broke my silence just to say this. No, I'm not going to therapy. You don't get to screw me over for 17 years and then beg to fix it when I finally say I'm done. I got everything off my chest already, and I don't want to make things better. I don't want this family anymore. And then I went quiet again. They've tried to punish me, grounding me, taking away privileges, but I just don't react. What are they going to do? I'm gone in a few months. I'll be 18 soon, and I'm already planning to leave and never look back. Now they say I'm being abusive for ignoring them, that I am tearing the family apart, that it's my fault things are broken. But I see it differently. I think they're just upset that I finally stopped playing along. So, am I the a-hole for making my brother cry and refusing family therapy? For refusing to fix something I didn't break? Because honestly, I'm done. I don't want their apologies. I don't want their promises. I don't want to wait around for them to maybe treat me decently. I'm not going to sit in a circle and pretend we're a happy family when I've spent most of my life feeling like an afterthought. I'm out. Emotionally, I already left a long time ago. Now I'm just waiting until I can do it physically, too.